Ifeoma cried after she discovered what her 18-year-old maid had been doing with her 1-year-old son. In the heart of Lekki Phase 1 lived a hardworking woman, Mrs. Ifeoma Okezie, known by many as Madam Ife. She was a top business executive, always on the go, always on course, and always in meetings. Her days started at 5 a.m. and sometimes didn't end until 10 p.m. Her 1-year-old baby, Kamsi, was her world, her miracle baby. After 9 years of waiting, 9 years of prayers and tears, God finally blessed her womb. But life demanded she work, and so she did, building her empire while trusting others to help her at home. So she hired a young maid, an 18-year-old quiet village girl named Chisom. Chisom was quiet, polite, and always greeting. She's a good girl, the agent said. She doesn't talk much. Just give her food and she will do her job well. Madam Ife didn't think twice. After all, she just needed someone to help her bathe, clothe, and watch little Kamsi while she was away. But behind Chisom's shy smile was a dark secret. The nanny cameras installed in the house hasn't been working for months. Madam Ife kept telling her technician to come fix it. Madam, no vex. I go come next week, he always say. But next week never came. One day, Kamsi started crying more than usual at night. He used to sleep peacefully. Now he woke up, screaming, body trembling. Doctors couldn't find anything wrong. It could be teething, they said. It's just a phrase, they said. But Ife's motherly instincts were screaming. Something felt off. Chisom always had excuses. He just dey miss you, ma, she would always say. He no dey sleep well during the day, na why. And so, Madam Ife believed her. After all, who would ever think? One night, while on a late Zoom meeting, Madam Ife walked into the nursery to check on Kamsi. She found the baby sleeping on the floor. No diaper. The sheet was damp. Chisom, she called. The girl ran in, shaking. Sorry, ma. Sorry, I go clean am now. Why is my baby on the floor? Where is his diaper? He fall. He pull am by himself. Something was wrong. Deeply wrong. She told her husband, Emeka, who had always been on a business trip, but he brushed it off. You dey overthink. You are tired. Rest. Still, if he couldn't sleep that night, she held her baby close, watching him breathe and silently weeping. Everything changed one Thursday morning. While cleaning the room, Ife found a small pink technophone hidden under Kamsi's bed. A phone Chisom never showed anyone. Out of curiosity, she opened it. There were videos, dozens. Her hand shook as she clicked on one. What she saw, she screamed. Her legs gave way. She fell to the floor. The maid had been recording herself doing the unthinkable to her 1-year-old son. Ife's scream echoed through the entire estate. Neighbors ran in. Her driver called her husband. She collapsed. They rushed her to the hospital. Kamsi was taken for urgent medical attention. Police were called. Chisom was nowhere to be found. She had vanished, taking only a small bag, but her evil was still playing on that phone. The moment Chisom ran, the estate guards were alerted. A quick check at the security gates confirmed it. She left 10 minutes ago. She said she was going to buy baby wipes. The guard explained. Madam Ife was in the hospital, shaking uncontrollable. Her husband, Emeka, held her, confused and broken. He watched the video himself and dropped the phone, speechless. I gave that girl food. I sheltered her. I trusted her with my son. Ife cried. I was busy chasing money, while this demon was busy destroying my child. Police launched a full investigation. They traced her name back to the village in Abia State. Her full name was Chisom Mary Ann Wachukwu, 18 years old on paper, but nobody could confirm if that was true. Her agent, Mason, switched off his phone and disappeared. But after 2 days of searching, a breakthrough came. A woman from another estate saw Chisom's picture online and sent a message. She worked for me 2 years ago. I sacked her when I noticed a strange behavior. I caught her watching adult videos and touching herself, she reported. After 4 days on the run, a tip-off led the police to a hotel in Maid. Chisom had checked in under a fake name. She was arrested with another older man, someone she had claimed was her boyfriend. Her response: I didn't do anything. Madam just hates me. She planted those videos, but her phone told a different story. There were more videos, different dates, different clothes, same baby boy. The case went viral on social media, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. Everyone was talking about it. Mothers, watch your maid. Stop trusting strangers with your baby. Justice for baby Kamsi, as the public now called him. In court, Chisom refused to speak at first, but after weeks in custody, she finally confessed. I was abused, Sue, she said in a shaky voice. My uncle did it to me from age 7. I didn't know it was wrong. I thought babies don't remember. The courtroom collapsed. Ife broke down again. Her lawyer whispered to her, justice must be served, but you must also heal. Baby Kamsi was placed under therapy and medical care. He was too young to speak, but he flinched when certain people came near. He would cry when the lights went off. Doctors diagnosed him with early trauma signs, but they gave him hope. He's young enough to recover. If we act now and stay consistent. Madam Ife paused her business life. She stayed home. She held her son. She read books. She cried with him. She prayed over him. 3 months later, she launched a campaign called Protect the Innocent. She began talking to other mothers. She partnered with NGOs. She started a fund to install working nanny cameras in low-income homes. She even started a YouTube awareness series titled What I Wish I Knew as a Busy Mom. And slowly, the healing began, but not without pain. Sometimes in the middle of the night, she would wake up screaming. The image of her son being violated, it's never really left. Chisom was sentenced to 35 years in prison without a parole. The courts called it a crime against the most innocent. But Chisom's face stayed blank. empty, no tears, no emotion, just silence as they led her away. Ify stood in the courtroom with her baby in her arms and whispered, "I forgive you, but I will never forget." This story isn't just about friction. It's a mirror of what's happening in too many homes today. Mothers, don't be too busy to notice. Fathers, don't be too distracted to protect. Children are a gift. Not everyone deserves access to them. Before you bring someone into your home, ask questions, check background, watch behaviors, and mostly important, listen to your spirit. If it feels wrong, it probably is.